Chief Minister Neiphiu has stated that legislators in the state have decided to abstain from any sort of campaigning till the end of December in a bid to push for early solution to the Naga political issue. Chief Minister Rio, however, also added that the negotiators should not be blamed, should not blame the elected members if the election dates are announced before a breakthrough in the talks, as the parties will be forced to participate in the poll process. So that is indeed the big story from Nagaland this evening, viewers. Chief Minister Neiphiu has stated that legislators in the state have decided to abstain from any sort of campaigning till December end in a bid to push for early solution to the Naga political issue. Rio, however, also added that the negotiators should not blame the elected members if the election dates are announced before a breakthrough in talks, as the parties will be forced to participate in the poll process.
No, the elected members, we discussed, till December, nobody should go for campaign because we have come together in support of the solution. And I told the Naga groups also, if solution don't come, you don't blame us, you are negotiating, we are facilitator. And if solution don't come and election is announced, then we have to participate. You should not misunderstand. That is what I convey.
So there you have it, viewers, a big update from Nagaland at this point in time, and a big statement by the Chief Minister Neiphiu, who has said that legislators in Nagaland have decided to abstain from campaigning till the end of this month, and this is of course in a bid to push for an early solution to the vexed Naga political issue. At the same time, Chief Minister Rio also added that the negotiators should not blame the elected members if the election dates are announced before a breakthrough in the talks takes place, as the parties will then be forced to participate in the election process. So that is, of course, another big statement by Chief Minister Neiphiu, and this is all in the hopes of coming to an early solution to the vexed Naga political issue. Chief Minister Rio stating that no campaigning will be taking place till the end of December. All right, to bring us all the latest updates and to give us a perspective on this, I'm being joined now over the phone line by our news editor, Nabrun Goswami. Nabrun, indeed a big statement by the Chief Minister Neiphiu. Of course, this is all in hopes that an early solution can be arrived at to the vexed Naga political issue, and at the same time also so that they don't turn to the legislators for blame if indeed a solution is not arrived at before the end of the year, isn't it?
Yes, Ronak, a very significant statement by the Nagaland Chief Minister. Mind you, 3 states are going to polls in February, early next year. That of Nagaland, Tripura and Meghalaya. But we are already witnessing a lot of political activity when you speak about Tripura and Meghalaya. There is nothing much so far in Nagaland, and we know the reason why. There have been a lot of demands of various quarters that the elections shouldn't be held as scheduled, and that the legislators, the political class, should wait for a solution. And that's why we have not seen any campaigning whatsoever in Nagaland so far. We have not seen any rallies. We have not seen MLAs changing parties. We have not seen parties preparing their manifestos. We have not seen leaders, MLAs, going to their wards, going to the constituencies, campaigning. And the only reason is that, as we know, in Nagaland, there's an opposition government and there's a core committee on political issue in place, of which the MLAs are members and they are facilitators, as they say, of the Naga peace talks. So in their bid to push for an early solution, the legislators have decided that there will be no campaigning whatsoever till December end. However, it's almost clear now that we can expect politicking to pick pace come January after the New Year, since Neiphiu has said that as the political class, as the legislators, it is their duty to back any process that may lead to an early solution. However, if that doesn't happen, if the election dates are announced, then the legislators will be forced to participate. So a clear indication that we may as well see politics picking up in the state come the first week of January. And, well, it's almost a certainty that parties will start their campaigning then in January. But yes, no campaigning, no political activity in the month of December.
So, Navran, this in a way also puts the onus back on the negotiators, isn't it? Because Neiphiu has clearly stated that if the solution doesn't come and the election dates are announced, then they will have to participate. And at the same time, even though the elections are due early next year, till December, they have decided not to go for any campaigning. So, in a way, the onus right back on the negotiators, isn't it?
Absolutely. The ball is definitely in the court of the negotiators. That's what the Chief Minister Neiphiu meant when he said that the negotiators cannot blame the legislators later on if they participate in the election. Now, things have been very complex in the Naga political issue, especially in the last 1 year or so. We have the NSCNM delegation, the top leadership camping in Delhi for over a month. But nothing much is known about the rounds of discussions that took place. All we got to know is that the stalemate probably over the flag and the constitution, the separate flag and constitution issue continues. Now, well, the top leadership of the NSNM, led by the General Secretary Singalang Muiba, are back to Camp Hebron, and it's already Christmas time, just 3 to 4 days to go for Christmas. So at one point in time, probably towards mid-November or end of November, there was hope that probably a common draft would be out before Christmas, but that seems very unlikely now, and which means that a breakthrough is unlikely by December. All we're expecting at least a common draft that could be put in public domain on or before Christmas, but that doesn't seem to be happening. So yes, well, Nagaland seems to be held for elections. Elections may be held as scheduled, but it will be interesting to see how the people of the state, how the civil society groups react to the developments come January, Ronak.
Absolutely. We'll have to wait and watch how they do react to this. However, for the time being, Navran Goswami, thank you very much for joining us and bringing us all of those latest details.